Hi Shamrocks, this is Mrs. Kolchuk. What we are going to work through today is how to use your library resources for your junior research paper. So we're actually going to begin at the main Catholic Central homepage. So as you can see up here at the top, we are at catholicentral.net, not at your MyCC page, but catholicentral.net. So they redesigned the web page. So there's a different path you're going to take to get to the library resources. You're now going to navigate to the bottom of the screen here, and then you're going to scroll up to where it says Learning Resources. Then once this page loads, you're going to scroll down a little bit and click where it says Library Resources. And this is going to take you to the CC Libraries webpage. This is where all your resources live. So just a quick overview of our website. Your main links are at the top of the screen here. We got our ebooks, our database resources. Everything we cover is actually going to be located on this assignment resource page, and your link to our catalog is right down here, and that's what we're going to look at to find print sources. We'll get into that a little bit later. First, we're going to start with your online sources. So I'm going to have you begin here where it says database resources. So our database resources, we have organized by subject, and what we're looking at here on the main page is just everything we own organized alphabetical. If you look, you can see most of them have this banner at the top with the name Gale associated with it. So a lot of our products come from this company, Gale, and the nice thing is they have a very similar interface. So once you learn how to search one, you basically know how to search them all. So if you've already selected your topic, there's a couple of ways you can proceed. You can either scroll down this list and select a database that may be geared to your topic specifically. So for example, we have this Academic One file. This is kind of a one-stop shopping. It's going to have a bunch of different disciplines in it. Or we have something like Health and Wellness, which is solely focused on health-related topics. We have topics dealing with history, both U.S. and world history. We have a science-specific database, so there's lots of places for you to look. The databases that have this little lightning bolt icon as part of their widget are things that are included in this Power Search. So if you click here, you can see that our Power Search covers all of these databases. So what it is it's kind of like Google. It's actually going to go through all of these databases simultaneously to find information about your topic. So this is great because it'll give you a lot of results, but that can also be bad because it's sometimes a little overwhelming. So for now, I'm just going to select a specific database. A nice one is this Opposing Viewpoints because it's a great way to get both sides of a topic. So you can go ahead and just click on the database. And when you are accessing the databases from home, it's going to need you to enter a password, and your password is going to be Shamrock. So like I said, Opposing Viewpoints is going to give you kind of both sides of a topic. So you can go ahead and enter your topic in here. So say, for example, you're doing vaccines. So it starts to kind of autofill in our box here. So I'm just going to click where it says vaccines. And here's an overview of that topic. You can then access newspaper articles on the topic, academic journals, which are slightly more scholarly sources, magazine articles, articles from reference books. There's a lot of information here. If you want to narrow it down a little bit, you can use this search within results and narrow it down. Like say, for example, you're only looking at the COVID vaccine. So I'm going to just type in COVID, and now we have fewer results to wade through. Okay, so if you see something that looks like it's going to be helpful, you can click on the title and it's going to bring up the article. You can scroll to the top of the screen and sign in with Google or your CC email address, and that's going to allow you to save this article right to your Google Drive. You can even read through the article. If you see something specifically you want to use, you can highlight it right from here. It's going to bring up this kind of highlight screen. You can select what color you want to highlight it and even add notes. So if you have your paper broken down into certain sections, you may want to pick a different highlighting color depending on the section, add your notes, then you'll click save. And then when you save this or send it to your Google Drive, it's going to include all of this information for you. It's all going to be right there. You guys will need to put together a works cited page. And if you click here where it says cite, the database is going to cite the article for you in the correct format, so you don't need to figure out how to do that. And as you can see, when you're using an online database like this, it's a lengthy citation, so it makes it very simple, and you can go ahead and send it right to your Google Drive. Okay, so that's a look at how you would search in a specific database. If we go back and try it with our Power Search, you're going to see how we have a different set of results. I'm going to just do vaccinations. Once again, when you're doing this from home, your password is going to be Shamrock. So like I said before, Power Search is great because it's going to find a lot of information, but sometimes that can be difficult to wade through. But it gives you an option to filter your results. So say, for example, we want COVID again. I can select here where it says COVID-19, and that's going to limit my results. You still have quite a lot to go through in terms of magazines, academic journals. Books will actually be chapters or sections from ebooks and newspaper articles. So you can limit this even further. If you want to look at a vaccine manufacturer, like maybe you just want to research Pfizer's vaccine, you can go ahead and click on that, and that's going to limit your results down even further. And like we said, or like I showed you before, if you go ahead and click on the title, it's going to pull up the full text of the article. You can send it to your Google Drive once you've signed in, and you can pull up the citation right from here. So that's an example of how Power Search is going to work. So like I said, there's a couple of different ways you can do your search. You can look at some of these databases individually. Academic one file, in general one file, cover all sorts of disciplines. So if you're not sure which of these other ones to pick, you can start with that. If you've got a health-related database, you can go here. You can usually tell by either the title or the description what's going to be covered in that database. Okay, so that's a little overview of our database resources. If you want more articles, you can click on this ebook tab, and this is going to pull up the CC ebook collection. So this isn't going to let you download an ebook in its entirety. Rather, it's going to pull out information from the ebooks on your topic. So if I want to do a search for vaccines, I can just type in the topic and click search. Once again, you will need to enter a password, which is Shamrock if you're doing this from home. Okay, so it's pulling up the relevant results. What you may want to look at first before you go any farther is the publication date. Some of these are a little older and may not be useful for you, so you can sort by publication date to bring up the most recent information, and then you can filter your results by looking for, let's see if there's anything on COVID, or maybe that's too new for some of our ebooks. If you're not seeing anything, you maybe want to pick a different way to limit, like maybe preventative medicine or whatever it might be. So there's ways to limit your ebook search as well. Okay, so I know I went through that pretty quickly. We've I've got a lot to cover here because I wanted to move on to a print source. If your teacher is asking you for a print source, there's a couple of ways you can locate one. You can locate what we have here at CC by checking our catalog. So that is this link right here, and this is going to take you into the CC catalog. Unfortunately, due to security reasons, it only works from inside the building, but you can do a search when you're here, either using the search box at the top or the search box in the middle here, and you can just type in a keyword. So I'm just going to do vaccines, and it's going to show you what we might have available on our shelf. So once again, we can look at publication dates. If I want to see what the most recent title is, I can sort by copyright date, and it actually does it in reverse order. So you would have to scroll to see what the most recent ones are. When you look at the title and then look over on the right, if it says in, that means it's going to be on the shelf here, so you can check that out. You just need to know what the call number is. So here's your call number right here. This will help you find the book on the shelf. So the catalog is not going to give you a citation. You can get the information you need to generate your citation, usually from inside the catalog itself or from the book. But then you have to look up how to cite a book, and I can help you with that as well. If you're not finding anything at the CC library on your topic, there's a couple of things we can do. I can help you search public library catalogs to see if there's anything on your topic, or if your teacher allows it, I can help you find an ebook on your topic. And from our ebook page here, I actually link to the Michigan eLibrary ebook collection, so you can go ahead and click there. And you can use this resource to see if there's any ebooks on your topic. So I'm going to look up vaccine. And here we go. There are some ebooks on our topic, and you can go ahead and take a look at the PDF of the ebook right from there. Okay, so it makes it pretty simple to use. If you want to go through a full download, it is going to ask you to create an account. You can sign in and create your account from the top here. Basically just asks for, I believe, a name, maybe an email address and a password, and then all of the books you download are going to kind of live on your folder here, and you can get back to them very quickly. You can also check to see if your public library might have a book, and I'm happy to help you navigate your public library catalog as well. So I know I moved through everything pretty quickly. If you need to refresh your learning, you can rewatch this tutorial. You can also click on assignment resources. You're going to go to the junior research paper, and I've put together some information here to help you with this assignment as well. And by all means, please don't hesitate to reach out and contact me if you're having difficulties. You can come see me in the Learning Commons, or if you don't have time during the day, you can feel free to send me an email, and I will do what I can via email to help you with your research. So thank you so much for watching. I hope it was helpful, and please come see me if you have any questions. Good luck with your assignment.